What is up, Clashers? It is Gala-Daddy. Thank you for tuning in to Battle Day of Season 2 of the Clash Off. Yes, it's the official Battle Day. The war is underway. ClashOnGan and Land-on of noteworthy games facing off against Gala-Daddy and Daddy. Clan versus clan, and the war has officially begun. We're going to go over some of the stream from last night. I was streaming on Twitch right when the war started, and it was quite an exciting time for everybody. We had a lot of people online in the game and watching on Twitch as well. And initially my plan was to go ahead and attack as soon as the war started, but I got a little bit distracted looking at bases, worrying about my Noah's Ark attack that I was going to be forced to do. So I went ahead and decided to watch a few attacks first. We got to see Matt attack one of our bottom guys there, a Town Hall 6 against an opposing Town Hall 6. You see he dropped his maxed dragon out of the clan castle there to take out those clan castle troops. Definitely one of the keys to success in clan wars when you've got a wide variety of town halls is let your lower town halls attack early. Let them get a chance to take out some of those lower bases, especially when they can get a 3-star victory. That is key, because if a town hall 6 has nothing but 7s and 8s to go after later on in the war, there's pretty much no chance that he's going to be able to add stars to the war tally. But in this case, Matt got in there right out of the gates, and as you can see, there's pretty much no air defenses left, nothing at this point to stop those balloons from completely wiping out this base. 3 stars are guaranteed, so I went ahead and moved on. So many people attacking, so many stars popping up on the score there. You can see already Land-on-Gan had scored a 3-star victory, as had Gala-Daddy. So I moved on and took a look at Shadow Dragon Z55 attacking SMD Bruce 19. This was Town Hall 8 versus 8, and Shadow Dragon with a bunch of level 1 dragons headed in there, accelerating them towards the center with those rage spells. Those deeply embedded air defenses were definitely a problem for these dragons. He did manage to get that Town Hall down, but with that second rage spell there, those air defenses just working on those dragons as well as those wizard towers. It was just going to be impossible to get 3 stars. Did manage to secure the 2nd star there eventually, but so many attacks going on at once. Again, decided to move on, take a look at somebody else. Looking at the map, we were already coming out to a pretty good lead there. We had 12 to 6 stars, a lot of attacks still underway. Cashed 420, another lower level town hall. Again, key, getting those lower level town hall attacks in right away. And as you can see here, he's working at the bottom of the screen trying to clear some of those surrounding structures. Gives you an idea that he's trying to get to that bottom air defense if he can early. By clearing those structures and then sending in the dragon's going to take care of those defending clan castle troops and then hopefully get to that air defense. And here come the balloons, and sure enough, they head in, take out that air defense, and once again, with the only air defense gone from the map, not a whole lot to stop this kind of attack at Town Hall 6, and it wasn't long before there were 3 more stars on the tally for Gala-Daddy. And we skip ahead a few minutes in the war, and we take a look at a live replay that we watched with Ryan Heaven sent to Town Hall 7, going after Mr. Navy, also at Town Hall 7. Very carefully, he lured out the Clan Castle Wizards, brought them out to the edge of the map to deal with them first before he started the rest of his attack. And as you can see here, he brings them way outside of the range of any of those defenses, and then he's going to deal with them here by dropping a couple of archers, just making sure they're way out there. Then it only took a couple of wizards, and they were completely history. And he drops the rest of his wizards there, and here it comes, mass dragons on the right-hand side of the map. And those dragons moving in quickly, they are going to eradicate this entire village. And before you know it, it was 3 additional stars for Gala-Daddy, and the lead was building. And at that point, I went back and looked at the war map, and we were indeed ahead 31 to 14 stars. Now, we had used 5 more attacks than Land-on-Gan at that point, but the war stats really start to tell the story. 5 3-star attacks, 7 2-star attacks, no 1-star attacks. Our new stars per attack were over 2 at that point. Significant advantage there. We were definitely doing things right to start out this war. But at that point, I couldn't put things off any longer. The straw polls had spoken. You, the viewer, had demanded to see a Noah's Ark attack from each of the 4 YouTubers, and so it was time for me to conduct my Noah's Ark attack. And although we decided it needed to be on the same level town hall, I was definitely going to go for a little bit softer of a target to try to avoid a gala fail. And so, with Daddy fast asleep in the UK, way past his bedtime, I went ahead and went for number 14. As you can see here, I've got 2 of every single troop. There was only 1 Golem, Archer, and Wizard because the other ones were in the clan castle. So basically, I just tried to treat this kind of like a go-wipe attack. I dropped the Golems first, and then the Wizards in behind, and the Valkyries to try to help clear out some of those structures. 2 soul wall breakers to try to get through that wall, and at this point it was just more like drop everything down and pray that it works. There wasn't really any rhyme or reason to the rest of the dropping of the troops there. The dragons and the P.E.K.K.A, obviously the highest damaged units left besides the king and the queen. Tried to drop them down and put everything down in the same area as soon as I could. The jump spell definitely was going to help me there. Dropped the rage spell as close as I could get it to the town hall to try to take on those clan castle troops. Of course, I had 1 of each spell as well. So we dropped the freeze, we dropped the lightning, we dropped the heal. All 5 spells basically in the same area. And it wasn't long before we had the first star for taking the town hall out. And things were looking pretty good. A lot of troops left, even the balloons and the giants doing their job around the outside of the village there. And taking a closer look at what was left, once that mortar went down right next to the king there was really nothing left to stop these troops from just demolishing this village. 3 stars looked like it was going to happen. Both of the heroes' abilities still ready to be used. P.E.K.K.A still alive down at the bottom left of the screen there. The king breaking through that wall. Really, at this point, inevitably, this was going to become a 3-star Noah's Ark attack. On the one hand, I was pretty shocked that this was working out, but then again, I did kind of feel like a bully picking on a lower level, underdeveloped Town Hall 10. But hey, a Noah's Ark attack is not an easy thing to predict, and a fail on the war log here would have been disastrous for us in this war against Land-on-Gan. So it was nice to get those 3 war stars and clear 1 of the Town Hall 10s, hopefully giving us a little bit of an advantage in the war. The final structures going down there, breathing a sigh of relief. Finally, as the units came in, converged on those last 2 storages, 98, 99%. And then with plenty of time left, the 3rd star, 100%. And I could finally relax a little bit. And next we moved on to what was at that time the most heroic attack in all of this clan war. Nikolai attacking Cassie. It was a Town Hall 9 on Town Hall 9 attack, and it was somewhat unusual. He went in with balloons there, as you can see. Just 1 or 2 balloons at a time each on each of those defenses around what was about 3/4 of the village. Just enough to take out all of those defensive buildings around the full left side and the top half of this village. We really didn't have an idea when we were watching this what Nikolai had in mind to destroy the rest of the village. But once he had taken out those defensive structures, then he lured out the clan castle. The clan castle troops came out here, took him out with his witches. Everyone still in suspense, wondering what was going to happen next. What troop would Nikolai bring out? And here they came from the top left. Hog Riders. Still definitely a viable troop at Town Hall 9. He drops a rage spell and a heal spell right in the middle. Those gaps in the middle turn out to be Teslas, which was just perfect for a hog attack. There's the 2nd heal spell. They are working their way through. The Teslas are down. The mortars are going down. The last Expo is on its way down, and those hogs have just destroyed the center of this village. Not a whole lot left to stop them at this point. They work their way around, taking out those surrounding structures. The town hall was not down yet, of course, but the hogs had taken out almost every single defensive building, so you knew it was just a matter of time. Sure enough, they turned around, went to work on storages, pumps, heroes, and eventually the town hall, achieving a very important 3-star victory in this war that could prove key later on in the match. And next we moved on to take a look at a replay here from Works 5VA against Spans 6. And this was a 10 versus 10, a pretty deeply embedded clan castle there, made it difficult to pull out those troops. Did not successfully lure them all out, so he went ahead and started out with the main brunt of his attack. 3 golems, kind of like I like to do, the 3 golem go wipe. But once those wall breakers opened up that enclosure, all of the golems came in and bunched up together. he went ahead and dropped his P.E.K.K.A.s and the clan castle as well because the opposing clan castle and queen were out. A well-placed lightning spell there took out the clan castle witches. Rage spell accelerating all of those troops towards the center, but then they veer off to the right. Doesn't look like they're going to head for the clan castle, but sure enough, those wall breakers open that hole, and everybody heads on over to the opening to take out those defensive structures, take out the defending king. A well-placed freeze spell stops one of the infernos, and again, those golems and P.E.K.K.A. shake off multi-targeting infernos anyway, and after a few seconds, the town hall was down. A few more seconds, the second star for 50%, and a very important 2-star Town Hall 10 victory for Gala-Daddy. So as this attack wraps up, we moved back over to the war map to take a look at the current tally, and a huge lead now for Gala-Daddy, 73 to 33 stars with only 13 more attacks used. Something was definitely going right for Gala-Daddy. I did make a prediction that Gala-Daddy would pull out the victory in this war, but it may have been too soon because sure enough, Land-on-Gan has staged a comeback, and as we go to take a look at the updated war tally, yes, this has become a squeaker. Gala-Daddy with 117, Land-on-Gan with 110. Both clans have a lot of attacks left, but a deciding factor could be the fact that Land-on-Gan has a few of their Town Hall 10s that have not used their attacks yet, so they may be holding off for a last-minute assault. I noticed that Landon's very skilled Town Hall 8 hasn't attacked either. So be sure to go check out Landon's Battle Day video today as well. And then tomorrow we will all be back with Results Day videos. So be sure to check out ClashOnGan, Landon, Daddy, and myself. Subscribe to everybody. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the results of these full attacks.